matchup we have for you. Part of what makes this the best sport in the world, a rivalry game. A time where no matter what the record or the season outlook, a win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. The Huskers will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Golden Gophers offense will have the ball first. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And, David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games. The team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
And the Golden Gophers come to the line in the hurry-up. Bully ball on 3rd and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So Nebraska's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because
turning it on! Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yet, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so good.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Minnesota! One more. You get the Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. It's complete on the right side.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Looking downfield, it's Daly. Can't make the grab on 3rd down, and that is a rare drop for this guy.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
The Golden Gophers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. From the gun. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
What a fantastic play there from the linebacker position. You think about guys like Trev Alberts, Levante David, some of the Nebraska greats playing the linebacker spot. Those guys were able to run. And because of that, they could get to the quarterback when blitzing. This guy with his speed is a guy that they need to deploy time and time again, getting after the quarterback. He's got some wheels.
They'll move the wide receiver. On the move. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And how about the response?
Power football with the run. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air, it's Daly. Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on 3rd down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And the Huskers have their offense in high gear. To the air on 1st down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Cornhuskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Going with the ground game left. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Callaway. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw. It's Daly. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Right down the boulevard. This is now a 7-point game. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Golden Gophers want to move quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Golden Gophers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rides the back and leaves it. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Webb. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Golden Gophers look to do some damage in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Webb. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Daly. Caught over the middle, it's Rourke. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
They go to the ground. Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. The Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. They send the tight end in motion. To the air, it's Dowdell. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Gives it on the option. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Now, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
Oh, he's got some space. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Golden Gophers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Going for 6. Touchdown, Minnesota! Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He lobs one high down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. And the Golden Gophers will kick it off to start the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game. Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass, it's Daly. Here's the pressure. With the catch, it's Rourke. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. It's caught downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The Huskers will hustle to the line. Trying to barge in. Touchdown, Husker! And here they come, almost all the way back.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got a man in the middle. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. To the air. It's down. They get to him as he throws.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll give it to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go right back to it. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
Well, this running back has been the only guy who seems to touch the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball.
There he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Cornhuskers will snap it on.